Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham is one of India's premier top-ranked universities, which focuses on transforming lives through learning, research, and innovation. The university was established 19 years ago in the year 2003 and has made significant achievements in a short time. Education for life, education for living. Amrita University is guided by the thoughtfulness of our Chancellor, Amma, who laid down the philosophy of education for life by placing equal stress on education for a living. It is this vision that led to the establishment of a vast network of educational institutions that provide modern education while imparting the traditional values. While the pursuit of academic excellence forms the core of Amrita's success, it also undertakes the responsibility to shape the whole character of youngsters with love, care, and compassion. The university is headquartered at the foothills of the Western Ghats in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and has 5 other campuses spread across South India in Amritapuri, Kerala, Kochi, Kerala, Bengaluru, Karnataka, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Mysore, Karnataka. The university will soon launch its new campuses in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh, Faridabad, Delhi, NCR. Our inspiration, a renowned humanitarian leader and spiritual leader, Amma is the Chancellor and guiding light of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. Amma's concept of education, stress on research, and commitment to instilling universal values have come together to shape Amrita into an institution where the latest achievements and discoveries combined with compassion and service-mindedness. As Amma said in 2010, when the State University of New York presented her with an honorary doctorate in humane letters. Rankings. The multi-campus, multidisciplinary research establishment is ranked as 5th best university in India 2021 by National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. We have also been accorded the status of Institute of Eminence, IOE, by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. A testament to our pursuit of excellence is the NAC A++ accreditation score, the highest possible. NAC accreditation measures universities for excellence in curricular aspects, teaching, learning and evaluation, research, innovations and extension, infrastructure and learning resources, student support and progression, governance, leadership and management, institutional values and best practices, global impact and international collaborations. Among the private educational institutions in the country, Amrita has entered into MOUs and collaborations with more than 450 leading universities around the globe. Students also benefit from our relations with industries and interactions with top management of multinational companies. These collaborations facilitate student exchange programs, student visits, industrial training, and project guidance under reputed corporate entities. Placements. Placements at Amrita have always been best in class, with students usually having more than 1 job offer. Some students have up to 3 job offers by the end of their course from reputed MNCs, be it engineering, management, life sciences, arts or sciences. Amrita is a place where the world's best companies look for talent. More than 200 companies visit the campus every year, and the average salary offered to our students is 5.8 lakh per annum. Meanwhile, the highest package offered is 56.95 lakh per annum, and the highest stipend for internship is rupees 80,000 per month. Amrita's Technology Business Incubator, TBI, is a non-profit supported by the Government of India that funds, mentors, and nurtures ideas by startups and entrepreneurs. It focuses on developing innovations in the areas of information technology, cybersecurity, networking, social media, and more. The TBI startups have obtained multiple awards and recognition, both from India and across the globe. Till date, TBI has incubated more than 75 startups and mentored 216 startup ideas with 0% loss from investments. It funds up to 1 crore rupees per startup and has opened up many more funding options through its partnership with venture capital firms and angel investor networks. Amrita TBI is one of the only 6 incubators selected to be world-class under Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission. Campus life. A home away from home. At Amrita, we believe in a holistic approach towards our students' development. To augment students' classroom learning, all campuses provide students with digital and central libraries, quiet study centers, seminar halls, e-learning studios, computer labs, and campus-wide free Wi-Fi. The university encourages both indoor and outdoor sports and games, and there are world-class swimming pools, gymnasiums, stadiums, and games arenas. Various clubs cater to the artistic and scientific minds of the students. If you look around all of Amrita's campuses, you will see the prevailing educational environment is in communion with nature. The sand, the seas, and the sky define the backdrop of these temples of learning. It vibrates with an energy of togetherness and encourages us to live in harmony with everything around us, including a unity within ourselves. This setting is suited to instill both learners and the learned with the courage and wisdom to face the challenges of life. The campus at Ettimadi is considered India's most picturesque. It is like an oasis in a desert. What started out as a barren landscape underwent a miraculous transformation through the university's tree planting project. Today, there are more than 1 lakh trees growing there, the most extensive collection in number and species on a university campus in South India. The Live-in Labs program originated from Amma's idea to bridge the rural and urban divide by sending university students to remote villages in India to understand the everyday difficulties faced by people living there. The program is designed to be a multidisciplinary real-life learning experience offered to both international participants and Amrita University's faculty and students. The lab's objective is to expose youths to day-to-day problems faced in rural communities with a 2-week to 6-month periods of live-in internships in Indian villages. It also aims to inspire them to dedicate the knowledge and skills they acquired at university to help develop practical, cost-effective solutions to the challenges faced by the villages. Researchers at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham partner with senior scientists at world's leading research universities to innovate new ideas and invent new products, applying existing technology towards solving some of the world's most pressing problems, from disaster management to assuring access to education and the management and cure of diseases. This effort reflects in Amrita's national and international research rankings. India's first UNESCO Chair on Women's Empowerment and Gender Equality. Empowerment through Innovation and Technology. The Center for Women Empowerment and Gender Equality is a research-focused academic center for promoting gender equality and fostering women's empowerment with a special focus on using technology and other innovative methods. This center will offer diverse courses in key focus areas, pilot radical ideas, and collaborate with leading universities and institutions. The Amala Bharadam Campaign, ABC, Clean India Campaign was a program pioneered by Amrita, aimed at improving public health and restoring India's physical beauty. The project was launched in 2010 during Amma's 57th birthday celebrations, and through this campaign, volunteers undertake periodic cleaning of roads, markets, temples, government offices, and hospitals. As a part of this campaign, garbage was sorted and either recycled or properly disposed of. Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, along with Kerala's Prisons and Correctional Services and Tamil Nadu Prison Department, initiated Amrita Yoga classes and IIM Technique meditation sessions in 2018 to address and transform the physical, mental, and emotional health of prison inmates. Our goal is to teach yoga and meditation techniques to help the prison inmates become more self-aware. They learn to breathe with awareness and manage emotions through these exercises. Ours is a changing world. It needs people who can adapt to change, with minds that can expand and include change, and yet hold human-friendly values that can withstand all changes. Which is why the world needs education that shapes the minds of these people, and which is why the world needs Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Education for life, education for living. A university where future is driven by imagination. Experiential learning creates diverse opportunities, where industry exposure and international partnerships help you sail. Come, start your journey towards success with Amrita University.
There's a place where the best minds come together, work to end inequalities, work towards transforming lives. This is a place recognized as one of the world's best universities. This is Amrita, now ranked among the top 100 universities in the world and ranked #1 in India. Amrita University.
There's a reason why we pick up the highest grades nationally and internationally, year after year after year. That reason is you. Now, with an A++ accreditation from NAC and consistent rankings among the top universities in NIRF, Amrita, we get recognized because you must.
Is one of India's Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is one of India's premier top-ranked universities, which focuses on transforming lives through learning, research, and innovation. The university was established 19 years ago in the year 2003 and has made significant achievements in a short time. Education for life, education for living. Amrita University is guided by the thoughtfulness of our Chancellor, Amma, who laid down the philosophy of education for life by placing equal stress on education for a living. It is this vision that led to the establishment of a vast network of educational institutions that provide modern education while imparting the traditional values. While the pursuit of academic excellence forms the core of Amrita's success, it also undertakes the responsibility to shape the whole character of youngsters with love, care, and and compassion. The university is headquartered at the foothills of the Western Ghats in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and has 5 other campuses spread across South India in Amrithapuri, Kerala, Kochi, Kerala, Bengaluru, Karnataka, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Mysore, Karnataka. The university will soon launch its new campuses in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh, Faridabad, Delhi, NCR. Our inspiration, a renowned humanitarian leader and spiritual leader, Amba is the Chancellor and guiding light of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Amma's concept of education, stress on research, and commitment to instilling universal values have come together to shape Amrita into an institution where the latest achievements and discoveries combined with compassion and service-mindedness. As Amma said in 2010, when the State University of New York presented her with an honorary doctorate in humane letters. Ranking.
Hello, good evening. So nice to be here. I welcome you all, our dear viewers, to this next edition of Amrita Cafe. Amrita Cafe began a few months back and with the primary objective of bringing or tabling such issues which are hitherto undiscussed or you know areas that impact the education fraternity which hitherto have been undiscussed for so long. The aim, we all believe that a good discussion enriches the knowledge of all those who participate and all those who are part of the environment of the discussion. With that intention, we are bringing in this next episode of Amrita Cafe, and I'm really delighted to present my co-panelist. Um, I've known our co-panelist for quite some time now, and I can assure you, she's a very humble, down-to-earth person. Going against this humbleness, I am going to invite intentionally. I'm going to invite our co-host to share a couple of her achievements with us today, and also share her interests, which she has so passionately shown to me when we were in her campus last month. Ma'am, I would like to invite you to just present yourself, compulsorily share your achievements and your interests with the audience. Ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Shaurya, and very good evening, Chair, to all present, the audiences who are joining this and watching this session. And first of all, my heartiest thanks to the Amrita Cafe for providing me this opportunity to present myself over here. So as my introduction, say myself, I am Ravinder Birdi, Principal, Founder Principal of Sri Mahaprabhu Public School, Narayan Ashram, Prayagraj. As Dr. Shaurya has said, I am the founder principal, so I have so many ideas and dreams in my mind, and I would thanks to the Almighty God for providing me the opportunity to for being as a principal in Sri Mahaprabhu Public School. I was able to fulfill my all dreams and all the ideas what I want to inculcate among the students. So first of all, I would tell you that this Prayagraj is a holy place of river Ganga and Yamuna, as all you must have known about it. And our school is an ashram-based school that is one of the among the best schools in city, as well as it is the best example of women empowerment. As I have seen the Amma really pay my regards and gratitude to Amma for lighting the lamp of education. Same way, Our ashram is also run by ladies only, and it has been started by the late Sri Narayan Mahaprabhuji. And the main cause behind this is to just provide the opportunity for the people, for the students to live, to share, and to grow for their lives. And as a school principal, I got an opportunity to this demand of an hour, now we have faced the COVID, last 2 years of this pandemic COVID. And today's as the topic we are discussing on the emotional needs of a child. So these emotions have been, you can say, have influence of on our personal lives so much of this pandemic. So, Dr. Shari, uh,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. According to a recent United Nations report, the COVID-19 pandemic has created the largest disruption of education systems in history, affecting nearly 1.6 billion learners in more than 190 countries. Parents, guardians, and students are living through complexities in choosing the best options for themselves. At Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, we aspire to join hands with institutions such as yours, ma'am, parents, and guardians to provide value based education and mold the character of the younger generation through a system of wholesome learning. As I had already indicated before, Amrita Cafe aims at serving as a forum to table these challenges and explore solutions to cope with the current education scenario. Via Amrita Cafe, we aim to provide insightful information to usher transparency in and around education. For those of us who are just joining us, welcome once again. In this capsule today, in the next 30 minutes, as ma'am has already indicated, we'd like to devote the next 30 minutes or for 30 to 40 minutes in understanding the emotional need of a child. Key takeaways, key things that we could probably explore, or I hope to explore, is how do we help the student to develop relationship skills? How do we gain acceptance from the teachers? How do we understand the emotional need of a child, as is the topic of today? And how do we create a supportive atmosphere, around all these things? Uh, Ma'am, if I may, begin the discussion with a thought about, just to get an understanding of emotional. What do you mean when we say an emotional understanding? What exactly is emotional understanding, ma'am?
yeah, thank you, Dr. Shari. And as you said, what is the emotional need actually? So there is a very popular saying by Victoria Kell that emotions make us human and deny them makes us beast. You know, emotions, the way the child sees the nature, uh, explain himself, or just respond to the situations, that is where we can say it's an emotion of a child. जैसा कि एक बच्चा है और छोटा सा भी बच्चा हम देखते हैं like a 3 months old baby, if he is in a lap of a mother, and if someone unknown people or a person sees to him, so he has an expression on the face. So emotions, we can say the emotions are inbuilt in our human beings, and the emotion need, that is we have to understand about the child. सबसे बड़ी बात है कि हाउ दिस इमोशनल नीड और जो ये इमोशंस है हमारे, व्हाट आवर बॉडी ऑफ द बॉडी पार्ट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इट. हमारे बॉडी में, हमारे माइंड में देयर इज वन पार्ट दैट इज कॉल्ड amygdala, am, that I could spell that word, maybe the pronunciation may be of the different, right? That is YGDALA that I pronounce as amygdala. This is the small structure lodged deep between that is embedded between the two ears. जो हमारे दोनों कानों के बीच का जो हिस्सा है, that is a small part lodged in that, and that is called the amygdala, and that is responsible for the all emotions, and it helps us, that is to learn and to be afraid of. कभी कभी हमें पता भी नहीं कि किससे डरना है, but we are afraid of. So these are inbuilt of our emotions. That is the part of the brain that help us to respond and to create that emotion at that present time. तो जहाँ तक बात आती है कि what is the need of the understanding of the emotional need of a child. आज जरूरत है स्पेशली द टीनेजर्स, स्पेशली हमारे growing youth. They have faced a lot in this COVID situation, and every family has lost someone nearer or the dearer, and they had a very great impact. So they are afraid of. Their confidence has loosened up. They are, they are what sometimes this is the question came to me कि मैम आप तो कहते हैं कि भगवान सबका हेल्प करता है, लेकिन क्या हुआ? Where was the God? Even the temples were closed. What has happened? Only the humanity. What we have seen, the day and night work of our doctors, the day and night that एक दूसरे की मदद करना. This is the only part we have learned. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे causes हैं जो बच्चों के emotions को disturb कर रहे हैं in this COVID. और वहाँ पे हम टीचर्स का रोल आता है कि हम बच्चों के उन इमोशंस को कैसे मैनेज करें. 2 साल के बाद, when the school has opened, the child who has never seen the school but has taken admission in class nursery has now been promoted to class 1 without seeing the face of the school. He or she doesn't know how to respond with the teacher. I can put one example I will put in front of you. In my PG3 class, there was a child, she was a new admission in my school, but the teacher given the complaint that she was not responding to the other children. She only sits on her place and not talking to anybody, not even responding with the name when announced. So what she felt that she was only prone to the sound of the cartoons only. When the teacher has played the cartoon on the TV, she has responded. Teacher बिल्कुल परेशान हो गई. Suppose she speaks up in the language of a Shinchan, she responded. And when we called the parents, so then the mother said, for last 2 years, she has not seen anything out of the room except the mother and the father face. That is the nuclear family. So nuclear family में जो बच्चे, the mother and father was so afraid of that corona, COVID, that they didn't allow their child to come out of the room. Even she has not seen the nature, even not the sunrise, the sunset. And this is the situation. Now we have to handle that emotion of a child. So this is very much, in one more case I have handled in my school, a class 9 student, she fainted in the class when the school reopened. She fainted. So we took her, all the first aid given her, and then we have took her to the hospital. We have our own hospital in the campus. And there, after all the checkups were done, and when I consoled her, I myself talked to her, what has happened in the class. So the ma'am was talking about the COVID, and she has lost the younger brother. So she was in such a trauma that whenever anybody talks about the COVID situation, she fainted. The father said, and no cure is there for that. So in such situations, now there is a dire need of managing and just handling of emotions that to be uh, inculcated in the students, that how they have to now cope up with the three H's, that head, hand, and the heart. Now, this is the situation to how to manage the emotions. Sometimes बच्चे ऐसा करते हैं कि they shouted, इतने ऐसा चीज हुआ and they shouted. So वहां पे हमें बच्चों को सिखाना है कि how they have to control that emotion. So, especially in the teenagers, if in the friend circle, 2 or 3 friends are there, if one of them generally ऐसा होता है कि they have some fight over on just trivial issues and just they stop talking to each other, and one is got so much upset that the parents come to the school. My child doesn't want to come to school because the friend is not talking to her or talking to him this way. So in every step, in every field of the day-to-day life, we have to face the emotions, we have to handle the emotions, we have to react according to the situations, to the emotions.
Very true,
So
ma'am. Very true.
basically, the need of understanding the emotions.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just taking a leaf from what you're just sharing, and I would like to try to connect these two aspects. Number one is fear, as we have recognized, may be created because of external impact, COVID, and the response to elders to COVID, etc. So one construct is fear. The other construct is confidence, and I'm going to add a small word before that: self, sort of confidence. Yeah. So there is on one side of the spectrum, I'm going to put this construct fear. On the other side of the spectrum, I'd like to keep this self sort of a confidence, and try to hear your thoughts on the emotional play. The emotional aspects that come into play if we want to try to sort of lighten the fear and maybe increase the self-confidence side of the balance. How does the emotional understanding come into play? Your thoughts, ma'am.
Okay, very good question, sir. Uh, yes, in regard to emotions, we have so many traits of emotions like admiration. This is n number of emotions list, but you have chosen the two of them. So, first of all, I would like to make you understand that there are two properties of emotion. First is valence and the other is arousal. So in valence, what happens? Just it's a good or a bad. Like, आज का दिन बहुत अच्छा रहा. Today I have a very good day. Sometimes, how's your day? We ask this, how's your day? I have not. It's okay. So these kinds of feelings just they are for a time being, for a long. It may be of 2 or 3 hours, or maybe a day. So such feelings came under the category of balance, and the other category is called the arousal. Arousal. Sometimes you see my heartbeat starts just raise up when I saw him. Yeah, oh my God, I was afraid, or BP बढ़ गया मेरा तो. So sometimes, just you have talk about that fear that comes under the category of the arousal. So in arousal, what happens that with the emotion, our body parts are also reacting something or the other feelings. He shivering for the fear. Sometimes they become ऐसा होता है कि बच्चे चुप जाते हैं ड्यू टू फियर. Sometimes they stop talking. Sometimes they lose eye contact. Sometimes they stop eating. ऐसा हो गया. Last time I have eaten this and I have a bad stomach ache. So I can't eat this. So fear is also having lots of categories in. First kind of, that is I have told you, maybe a violence. It may be a arousal. Simple things. Sometimes the fear may be when the principal comes on a round, you know, there is a fear among that have that situation properly. Sometimes it happens at the home also, you know, when there is a time of father to come at home in the evening, the students, whatever they were doing, there's just, if they have a fear of the father, disciplined father, they just took the book and will sit on the study table. So this is one kind of fear. And the other kind of fear I have told is that is that I have eaten that day, or I had I have taken this thing and I had a bad day, so I will not do. Sometimes, you know, the children feel that if I am not keeping this book in my bag, I will not have good exam. You know, that is kind of fear also there. Means there is lots of categories of fear. So we, as a teacher, what we have to do is, first thing is, when we have to observe the child in the classroom, that what kind of behavior he or she is doing. Like the child is, sometimes the child is not responding, and maybe due to she had a headache, or she has not interest in that subject, maybe not responding. Sometimes, like in mathematics class, usually the students fear of that subject. So teachers from various activities and various levels that to define what kind of fear the child is having. And that fear is total responsible, or can say a reciprocal, of the behavior of the self-confidence. The child who is having the fear is not confident, who must be lacking either in communication, either in contact, or lack of interest in doing the things, or sometimes they just don't want to participate and sit on the side in the class, in the benches. Sometimes some students choose to sit at the back of they are the back benches. Always, the notorious child are not the benches, you know. It's a very myth, you know, with the notorious child or those who doesn't want to study, they sit at the back. No, sometimes the children who doesn't want the attention of the teacher, they want to avoid that attention of the teacher. They were they choose that seat to sit in the back of the classroom. So that self-confidence and fear, I think they are the two steps together they are moving. And the teacher need to, first of all, identify the fear, and then categorize the fear, that what level of fear they have. A good practice we are doing in our school, you know, we have, you know, emojis, smiley emojis. I must know that everyone has seen, and we are using on the WhatsApp very often. Just to, if we have to reply, we are just putting that emoji. The same way, in the classrooms, we have made, the teacher has selected some emojis, and that is with the help of the class students only. They have decided. Sometimes, when the teacher has given the homework, but the child was not able to complete the homework, so what usually the children do, we have seen either they will skip the period, and how they skip the period, they will go out for a washroom and just spend the time in the washroom to avoid the teacher. That is one kind of fear also. So what we have, or sometimes at home, maybe the student has gone to attend some party and was not able to complete the homework, and sometimes not able to understand a problem in the class. He was thinking that he will be able to do it, but at home he faced the problem in doing that problem solving question. So that is a different situation. So what we have, they have the different emojis, and in the classroom, they will put on the shoulder, right shoulder, so that the teacher will understand if the child is feeling low, then they will put the orange emoji on their shoulder. And if they had some work at home and they were not able to complete the task, then they will put the blue on their smiling on their shoulder. And if they are facing some issues, then they are putting the red on the shoulder. So teacher, without just uh, dealing with the, whenever enter the class, they understand the what is the problem in my class today. I have to get up. So such kind of small
Yes, ma'am.
practices we are doing in the
Yes, ma'am.
class.
And I've seen a couple of more practices as well when we are visiting your institution. You
Yes,
showed us a lot of nice
yes,
things. Taking this forward, ma'am, what are the other sort of constructs? What are the other aspects, or if I may say, what are the other parameters of emotional understanding? We've seen one or two of them. In fact, you shared a couple as you were discussing. So
yes,
are there any other parameters as well of emotional understanding? If so, what are
yes. This for emotional understanding, I've told you, we have so many categories and so many areas where we have to uh, calculate the, we have to, we have to develop the student in such a way to thrive and to just develop the skill of handling emotions, One thing I faced, whatever practices I've done in my school is, what I faced the issues, I just turned something or the other activities in my school. Like one thing I faced, that the children, the mothers are complaining that they doesn't want to take the healthy food in their tiffins. And this is, I think it's a big issue. And every school that is facing. The same situation came to us. So we have discussed with our coordinators, with our counselor, and then we planned to start a food bank. And we searched for a nearby children's hospital, and that hospital is catering the child means newborns to 11 to 13 years of age that is supposed to be treated over there. So what we have seen is that their mothers are also admitted with the child whenever there is such issues. So when the mother is admitted in the hospital with the child, there was no one at the home for the food. And we saw that there is a critical situation of that food, good food, because that hospital is for the poor. And the poor people, when the mother is in hospital, so, and the mother is feeding the baby. So, how she'll get, when she is not getting the proper food, then how her baby will get cured soon. So, what we have done, we connected this problem with our school problem, and we started that we will start the food. And every child has to bring one roti, either one stuffed paratha or one puri. But the condition is that for themselves, they should have sufficient in their tiffin. Then only, suppose they are bringing three, so two they have to keep for themselves and one to give. for the food bank. And this way, we have collected in the morning when the students came. So in class council members, they collected those. We have separate baskets. We have in our school the food production as a subject. So the students of food production with all proper hygiene, wearing gloves, caps, and apron, they went to the classrooms and collected those. In the zero period, they collected those rotis, parathas, and puris. And then we, from the whole school campus, we collected, and we every day we were able to collect around 5 full baskets of roti, paratha, and puri. And that we took to the children hospital. And there also, every day, 5 different students from each class, they went to distribute those foods to the mothers who are admitted in that hospital. And next day, those who are going to the hospital, they have to come back, and in the assembly, they have to tell their experience while giving that roti or paratha to those mothers, what they felt, what they have feel, and what they have learned. So, literally, the students who went there, they started crying when they explained in the assembly that we have learned the value of that roti, that how our parents are giving us and how we are wasting it or how we are not respecting it. And after that, the parents were so happy that every child now want to bring that roti and to want to contribute in that mission, that okay, I'll contribute, because the condition was that the two for themselves when they have in their tiffin, then only he or she can give. So they all started bringing food, and the parents were happy that now they are just have that empathy, they have developed that respect, and they have developed the respect of that food that the parents are earning for them to give them that food. In this way, small practices like one more practice we are doing, that we have seen that in the assembly, especially during the national anthem time, the students fainted. So when I consulted with my doctor, what will be the main reason behind this? That they are dehydrated, they are not drinking the proper water, and they are coming the empty stomach. So we just motivated the students, and in the school we have arranged the bell time, that every after 35 minutes there is a different bell, and they have to drink the water. Wherever they are, they have to drink the water. A little bit water they have to drink. And that problem that completely has, that vanished from my school, that during the assembly, now the children are not fainting. They have a habit of drinking water. They are not dehydrated. They are playing in the sun. They are playing everywhere. They have good immunity, and they are healthy also. This way we are
Very nice.
doing.
Yes, ma'am. Such lovely practices. I'm sure these are all here. Anyone who would like to relate them. In fact, we would really like to hear your queries, dear audience, on the topic that we are, having a chat on. You're most welcome to share your perspectives as well. I'm not sure if there is already some thoughts and perspectives
One
coming
more
in.
thing, Dr. Shore, was some more practices I want to share.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. One thing, we have, in the assembly, we have teachers' assembly also. Every day after the school, we all teachers collect, and we thank God for giving us the opportunity to teach our students, to be their felicitator, be their guider, be their supporter. So, there is a bond created among the staff also. When the teachers will be happy, then they will cultivate those feelings, those practices into the students also. So we have, we have a practice of clapping 108 times every day. When teachers meet, we clap 108 times. So it gives the whole day, this is a good exercise of the shoulder also. And that sound of clapping, it's vibrates, and that vibrations makes our mind smooth, refreshing, healthy. As well as in our Hindus, we have in a mala 108 beats. Mala Ferna, that is 108. So in every mala we have 108 beats. So we clap for 108 times. So this is the practice. And for the children also, every day after the school, means when they have their whole curriculum content classes over, that 8 periods. So after that we have dispersal prayer. And in that dispersal prayer, the class teacher goes and asks the students how the day went. Means the same day we want to seek, we want to ask what they have felt. Suppose the teacher was absent, so substitution teacher has come or not, what they are feeling. Sometimes some issues are there. The very same day, the problem, the issues are tackled out. And we speak about 10 positive affirmations. You know, 10 positive affirmations like, yes, I can do it. I'm grateful. I'm in tune with the abundant nature of the universe. I'm enough. I'm worthy. I'm the best piece of the God. I'm unique. I'm created for some purpose. So this way we have 10 affirmations daily, positive affirmations that to be speak loudly by all the children. And I was so happy that this was our regular practice. So in this COVID period, one of student, when the class 12th last year, directly the class 12th has to appear for the board exams. So before that, I just talked to them individually on WhatsApp. So one of my student, she said, "Ki ma'am, I cope up that period because I have that mantra of yours that yes, I can do it." And she has shown me that behind the study table, she has on the wall, she has written in a different ways, yes, I can do it, and putting heart and emojis, and every time, yes, I can do it. So I was happy that this practice had made the student. So
Is that
every day I feel
those students?
we should do something like that. We can be a drop in an ocean, but we should do it. I said to my teachers always, be that drop. That drop also, when put on a water, it gives the some
and and
rhythm.
these and these things, when they get percolated down, across, maybe across institutions or right through the institution, the ripple effect actually, then starts to touch the society as well. Very, very true, ma'am. Very, very true. Like I said, we are inviting perspectives, perspectives, thoughts from our audiences on the practices that you've heard about. Of course, I understand we are, the time for Amrita Cafe is set, and we will endeavor to include as many questions as possible. The request is, when you share your thoughts, when you share your perspectives, please also do include your names as well, because we'd like to know you. We'd like to, along with your thoughts, we'd also like to know you as well. As if, and we'll be more than happy to, come back to you. We'll be more than happy to address your thoughts in any form we can. As mentioned earlier, Amrita Cafe aims at serving as a forum to table challenges and explore solutions to cope with the current education scenario that's unfolding around us as we progress. Please do write to us at Amrita. Contact details have been made available along with this video. Miss Ravindra is also here with us and will be more than happy to interact. I'm sure her gates, her office doors. I mean, I know the gates are closed just for security purposes, but her office doors has just got one half covered by a curtain. Others they're always open, and so is her mind. So I'm very sure she'll be happy to interact with all of us. We at Amrita Cafe also are here and more than happy to interact. Yeah, we would love to hear from you, you on areas that we may also include in forthcoming sessions of Amrita Cafe, where we aim to provide insightful information, usher in transparency in and around education. Ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience and time today. I'd like to, take us towards the end of this forum by thanking all of you for your presence and views, which will be compiled. Miss Ravindra, thank you for being with us today at Amrita Cafe to share your insights. Such valuable acts, such practices, which I'm sure, if percolated down to institutions, will have their own impact in the society around us. Any thoughts, ma'am, before we close?
Yes, sir. One more practice I want to share about these emotional needs catering. Sometimes some few students are very shy. They are not able to speak up. They are not. We can call them introverts. So what we have done is here in the classrooms we have put the boxes. There are boxes are kept so that students, whatever they feel, they are facing any issue, they are facing any problem, so they can write it without putting their name, and they can just write down and they can put that in that box. And regularly after the school, the teacher sees that box, and if there are some issues, the teachers, and we are very well able to find out that what is the issue, whom with it will be, and the silently we are helping that child without knowing others what issues the child was facing. Sometimes, so just putting like these activities,
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes role plays, and
Yes, ma'am.
these are the practices we are doing. And once again, Dr. Shari, I must say that the time must be, we have a limited time, and I'm really grateful and thankful to the Amrita and the wonderfully you have taken this session and just listening me and giving me this opportunity to express myself. So thank you, the team Amrita Cafe, for holding such wonderful event and going on with this. And I wish lots of success and my heartiest wishes to all the team. Thank you and Channel.
Ma'am, you're going nowhere. Ma'am, you're going nowhere. You're part of the
Okay.
Amrita family. I
Okay.
mean, we're ending the session today, yes, but you're going nowhere. You're part of the Amrita family, and we will
Okay.
always be connected with you. I must also highlight uh, the contributions and the efforts put in by Parvati and Sakshi, who have worked together seamlessly to compile this session for today. Parvati, Sakshi, thank you so much for seamlessly working behind the scenes. I'd like to conclude with that. Thank you, everyone, and please, I wish we all have a good day. Thank you. Good evening.
So, Parvati, should I leave now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining, and
Thank you.
thank you for sharing this valuable time with us, ma'am.
Uh, just I want to ask, is it okay?
Yeah, ma'am. That's fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.